Sky Prophet, baby. Back with another video, man. Hope you woke up this morning in good spirits. Woke up this morning understanding that you blessed to have that opportunity to open your eyes again. Woke up this morning with a better sense of direction for yourself. It's time we all start understanding that this world is mental. Everything starts with a thought, and it takes thinking to do anything, each and everything we do. So the things that we take in, what we give out, the ways we train ourselves, like the doubt that we put within ourselves when we encounter certain situations. We got to go back to our memory, of what we done stored within our mind frame. And it be negative things, we be doubting ourselves. I ain't gonna do it, I can't do it, and that's that less than part of a lot of people that don't allow them to unlock their true potential. We coming out of the old energy, the old dark energy, and times is changing. So when we was in this dark energy, we had to take certain steps, like we had to, just per se, and it's not against nobody that go to church, but some of us had to actually wake up on a Sunday and put ourselves in that frame of mind, that we are going to connect with God, connect with Spirit. We had to mentally put ourselves in that space, like all the way down to, back when we had to, some people had to get on their knees, and just all kind of different steps, for them to mentally be able to acknowledge that they connected, But the times that we are in now it's changing, like as you can go back, and spirit is everywhere. Spirit is everywhere. Like we don't have to take these steps no more. Like it's mental. The only disconnect that you can have is mental. The only disconnect you can have is your beliefs. You have to understand this. Whenever you pass a grade, you go to another grade. It's another teacher. Every grade is going to change. So as we evolve within consciousness, that's going to change. The things we take in and what we keep, like what we store. And a lot of us have stored a lot of bad moments, a lot of bad times. Good too, but the bad is there. So when we encounter feelings, we can go back to that per se vault of stories that we done kept, within our mind frame. And it weighs on us. That's how these emotions weigh on us, because of what we storing and what we keeping in. Like we all gonna encounter ups, we're gonna encounter downs. That's the way of this world, this earth. Like if we wasn't encountering that, it wouldn't be lessons for us to learn. It wouldn't be things for us to understand. But it's not for you to, it's soul lessons. It's soul lessons. It's soul lessons. You Your soul is at the core of your being. I'm gonna put it like that. Is at the core of your being. That's what these lessons is for. Now, you can say your spirit is encased around your soul, and that is that's what teaches your soul. That's what grabs these lessons and teaches your soul. I'm not going to say grab these lessons, but that's what your soul going by, that spirit that you carrying, and that's the ways in which you're going to learn that spirit that you carrying within you. And they call it the oversoul, your higher self. You got your higher self, which is your connection to divine, your connection to source. That's what your higher self is. Your higher self is all knowing, and you also have your lower self, the one that plays with that ego, So your lower self is, that vengeful, revengeful, however you want to put it, deceitful, lying, conniving, selfish, jealous part of us that we all have. We all have it. That's our lower self. And your higher self is the part of you that's been talking to you your whole life. Like trying to make you quit things, trying to make you change your ways, like even pull you out of spots, that because you listen in them times, and there's a lot of things that your higher self has worked out within you, that has got rid of, that's got out of, your higher self has rid you of a lot of those ways in which you are operating out of your lower self, put it like that. So that's who you've been wrestling with your whole life, your higher self. That's who you've been wrestling with. Mind you, when we were younger, like we knew of creation, we knew of creator, we knew we had a part in us, but could you really acknowledge it? Could you really think about it? Could you really fathom it like you can now? But you can now, and that goes back to the things you didn't know. It was different, but like now that we supposed to be productive, like about our thoughts. We supposed to be progressive about our ways. We should be mindful about the information that we taking in. Like check yourself out and just see how many of these negative thought forms you operate within, in a day. And how many of these positive thought forms you operate within, throughout your day. Because we all operate out of both of them. We none can say it's just all positive. We try our best, but we've all went through things. We've all experienced things. We've all lived life. So we all think a certain way, certain times. That's what we are changing. But we still be in these patterns and ways, That's why waking up and being mindful of what's going on, like whoever listening right now, whenever you go back to where you go, like it's important to be mindful. It's important to look around and pay attention to who's saying what, and what's coming out, because we say first impressions is the best impression, and Prophet feel like this. The impression of a person can tell you the type of reality that person wants to be in, wants to live, desires to have, So doubting yourself is something you shouldn't do. Telling yourself negative things is something you shouldn't do. You You have everything within you to achieve anything you ever gonna run across within this lifetime. If you don't feel like you achieved it, it's because you have to process some things within yourself for your soul. But when you wake up and you make it through the day, that's a feat in itself. Some people don't do that. Some people not going home tonight. Some people not waking up in the morning. You know, like some people didn't wake up this morning. You know? So like, let's be mindful and take advantage of the time that you have on this earth. You know, like, if you never thought about it like that, let today be the day that you start embedding your print within this earth in a positive fashion. You know, Prophet wants you to protect your energy, protect yourself to and from, watch your surroundings, watch what you take in your ears, watch what you give out your mouth, help somebody if you can, give somebody some words of encouragement if you can. We never supposed to feel like we got to a place in life to where we can't do nothing else. There's nothing else for us to do, you know, because then we lose that drive. You know, the wheels don't spin no more. But as far as the things that you want out of this life, you are supposed to make preparations, think in the right ways to where you can get those things. We can live a long time. We can live long as we want. But we shouldn't necessarily want long as we live. We got to learn to get within the flow of life. You know, get within the flow of how things is. A lot of us, we go against things. A lot of us, we don't understand, so we put up a barrier, or we sit ourselves within fear, or we sit ourselves in not understanding or understanding that process, and none of those things is right. You know, we are just meant to go with the flow. If you don't understand it, after you get through it, you'll have the understanding that you need within you living on this earth. And that's how you got to look at it sometimes. You know, it's not always we going to have the answer. Sometimes we have to go through this process to understand why we went through, you know, why. You know, we sometimes we can figure the whys out before, but a lot of times we have to go through it and we try to figure things out. And when we're assuming things, we are not going with the flow, you know, allowing your creator to create for you. You know, we're supposed to be co-creating. So if he the creator and we on our end, we creating doubt and miseries and, you know, negatives, then like what we want? You know, what kind of results we looking for? Till next time, man. Love everybody, baby. Sky Prophet, man. Peace out.